Hi everyone! I just gotta get the chat up over here on my other computer if it will load. Why won't it load? Oh, there we go. There we go. Hi everyone! It's Lizzie Bates and I'm doing a new painting. It's my Halloween one. Hi everyone! Hi Tina! Hi Cassie! Hi Pippa! Diamond in the Rough, I'm happy you're here. I know you're at work. Rebecca, Linda, Rachel, Cal, oh my gosh, this is weird. I'm nervous, my hands are shaking. I'm so happy to see, hi Yorkshire Crafter. If I pronounce anybody's name wrong, I am sorry, because I am very terrible at pronouncing stuff. That's why I don't even know how I have a YouTube channel, to tell you the truth. But yeah. Hi, Rebecca. I'm glad you're still awake. I don't know how you can stay up for so long. Shannon. I gotta make some people some mods here. That is for sure. Um, oh, I did that. Oh, I did that. Okay. There's a few people. I don't know who else wants to be one. But yeah, so I'm doing another Halloween painting. This is my third for Drills and Chills, and I got my little friend here. She does glow, but I'm scared that she's gonna mess up the webcam, so I didn't turn her on. But she does glow. And so yesterday night I missed a lot of people's lives because I went to Custerman's after dark, and I tell you, hi Suzanne, not Suzanne, Susan. I always call you Suzanne. I don't know why I do that, but it's Susan. I always call you Helen. So I went to, I'm going to go back to my story. I went to Custerman's after dark. It's a blueberry farm here in our area. And in the wintertime, they do pumpkins, and they have like a lot of activities there. They have zip lining, and they have like the wagon you can take out to the pumpkins, and they have this big like balloon thing that people jump on, and they have like animals there, and they have corn mazes. They have 2 corn mazes. So in this time of year, they have a scary part in the evening. So me and Melissa and my friends, my friend Mo and her husband, and my friend Anne Marie and Jim, we all decided we were going to go. So we did. And I tell you, it was the most scariest thing I ever did in my life. Like, there's 2 haunting parts of it. There's a corn maze and there's a barn. Well, don't we all decide we're going to do the corn maze first? So we went to line up. Like, it was like when we got there, we went early, and I don't even know why we went early. I was kind of mad that we went so early, but we went early, and I'm going to do some diamond painting. I don't see much people doing diamond painting. You guys just chat amongst yourselves. And I'm terrible at looking at the chat, so I forgive me if I miss anything or miss anybody that is in chat. So we're in the lineup waiting, and they let people go in, and then they wait a while before they let the next group in. So while we're waiting, she tells a story before you go into the corn maze. And I wish I had recorded her story, but I only know like bits and pieces of it. But apparently, the owner of Custerman's way back when, I forget his name. This is the part I wish I remembered, but I forget the name of the owner. Apparently, he had a daughter named Anna, and ever since Anna was born, things have been going wrong on the farm. One day he'd come out and the milk's all sour for the cows, and another time the next time something happens to his crops, and then he all determined that it was something to do with his daughter Anna, so he locked her in the barn, and that's where he kept her. But sometimes she would escape to the corn and play with her friends. And then she says, "Oh, you might see her in there." And I'm like, "Oh boy, like this is going to be horrible." And you could hear chainsaws, people. You could hear chainsaws going on in this maze. And I'm like just freaking out. It wasn't really a maze. It had a beginning and had an end. It wasn't like you know how you go in a maze and you get into dead ends. It wasn't like that. It was like a straight path, but it was through the corn, all the way through the corn. And then they had like stations there that they made up like skits, and they had like little buildings inside the corn. So you would walk for a long time before you'd hit something, and you didn't know if anybody was there to pop out at you. So here I am. I'm grabbing onto my daughter's coat at the back of her, and we're going through, and it seemed like forever before you get anywhere and you see anything. And then we get to this one part, and then we see this guy, and he had an axe, and he had a pig's head on or whatever. And I'm like, I'm trying not to make eye contact with him. I'm just like trying to walk. And then we ended up falling behind, and we ended up with other groups. So other groups were behind us for a little bit, or sometimes we let them go ahead of us. And because when my friend was like, "Oh, I need to pee." So the guy starts running after her because she said that. I'm like, "Well, don't tell her that you have to go pee." And then, I was like, I was just not trying to make eye contact with any of them. I did not want them to see that I was scared or whatever. So then we get to this part where the chainsaw guy was. Honest to God, I did not look to see what he even looked like. All I could hear was the chainsaw. And of course, everybody puts me at the back of the group. So I'm at the back where they're chasing us. So I'm the last one. So I'm like freaking out, and I'm not looking, and I'm grabbing onto my daughter's coat. Well, doesn't she take off? And I'm trying to hold on to her coat, and she's like dragging me, and they have like I said, they have like these little shacks and stuff, and things were hanging from them, and she's like going through them, and everything's hitting me in the face as we're running, like she's running through this, and I'm trying to hold on to her, and all I could smell was the chainsaw, like the engine behind me, and I was like freaking out. And then we got to this other part. So that was fine. I didn't see him or look at him. Everybody else did, but I did not. And then we get to this other part, and it's like, and we're in a corn maze in the middle of the night, so it's dark in there. And the only lights that were around were like some of their crops, like the things that they had in the corn maze. So some things were lit up, and then they had like banging noises and things blowing at you, like horns blowing at you. And then there was like a train that you could hear. And then we got to this one part, and it was like a little tunnel, and they had like these, it was like kind of like sheets, and they're hanging down, and you had to walk through them, and they stunk. I don't know what the heck were on these sheets, but they smelled so bad. And we ended up being stuck there for a while because there was like a traffic jam, and I'm like in the middle of all of this, and I swear someone touched the side of me, and I'm like, oh my gosh, let's get out of here. Like it was pitch dark. You could not see in front of you. I couldn't even see my daughter in front of me. And that was horrible. And then we got out of there. That was fine and dandy. And we keep on going, and then there's a few other people. Then we went into this other little shack thing, and there's this girl lying on the table, and it looked like she was going through one of those body saws or whatever that will cut you in half. And I'm sorry I'm ignoring the chat, but I'm trying to tell you what happened last night. And the girl's like, help me, help me. And then there was another guy. I think that's where the pig-headed guy was, or maybe there was another one. I don't know. But anyway, we go out of that one, and then they had like other places where had like bodies hanging from like the top of the ceiling of these. It's like little, I don't know what you call them. It was like little tunnels through through the corn maze that we're going through, like little crops that they set up. And a lot of them had hanging things that were hanging down from them and stuff. There was one that had a skunk hanging from it. And then we get to the last guy. There's 2 chainsaw guys in this maze. We get to the last one. And oh my gosh, I was really back behind, and I'm holding on to my daughter. I have my head in her jacket, like literally on the back of her jacket. I have my head down, and we're running, and we run into another like shelter part, and we all run in, and we're all freaking. And they tell you, oh yeah, before you go they tell you not to run. Well, I'm sorry, if someone's coming after me with a chainsaw, of course we're all going to run. You can't just tell someone that you're not going to run when someone's coming at you with a chainsaw. So we get into this other building, and don't we all hit a dead end wall? And my poor friend Jim is stuck, and we're all like on top of him because he was the first one. He's like, guys, there's no way out of here. We have to go through one of these doors. And I'm like, I ain't opening any of these doors because we don't know who's behind the doors. So he's like, oh, maybe it's this little door that's like Mo's size because my friend Mo's short. So we went through that door, and then as I was going through, I saw a scary guy in the corner, and I'm like, I just ignored him and kept on going. And every time you go through one of these things, you think, oh my gosh, we're near the end, and the end was never coming. And I'm like, when is this corn maze gonna end? I just wanted it done and over with. And it felt like it went on forever. I felt like we were in there forever. It was, it was crazy, 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 crazy. But it was so much fun. And then when we got out of it, they're like, we're all going to the barn now. And I'm like, I don't know. I can't do another one tonight. I can't do it. And so me, Alyssa, and Mo, we decided not to do the barn. But Fred and her daughter and her boyfriend and Jim and Anne-Marie went and did the barn. Apparently the barn is more like claustrophobic, and they had these like heavy sheets hanging down, and you kind of get wrapped in them because it's dark. But we didn't go, and I think that was what Mo was afraid of. It was that part. But they had the same thing in the maze, but it wasn't heavy blankets. And apparently Anne was in the barn. So she wasn't in the corn maze, but she was in the barn, at the end of the barn. That's what Fred said anyways. And I said to them, next year maybe if we go, and Anne-Marie says it's different than last year, so they must change it up every year. And I said to her, well, maybe next year we should do one day the barn and then the next day the corn maze, because it just seems like it's just too much in one time going. But yeah, so that's my Halloween story for you guys. My adventures of last night. It was quite comical. I really enjoyed myself, and I don't really get into the Halloween spirit. So that kind of brought me out of my shell a little bit for us to go to that. Yeah, right? Right, Susan? Oh, it was quite the experience, I tell you. And then there was one time I pushed my daughter into the corn stalks because I was so freaked out. And she's like, Mom, you just shoved me in the corn. And I'm like, I'm sorry. I was like, it was pretty, like, I don't like, and I know, like, they didn't really touch us in there, but just the fact of them they're chasing us with weapons and stuff, it freaks you out, and you don't want them to touch you, you know what I mean? And they come, like, right in your face, and the chainsaw guy, like, he was so close to me, I could smell the chainsaw, and I wouldn't look. I didn't even see him. Mo said she saw him, but I didn't even look. I'm like, I ain't making eye contact with this guy. There is no way I am making eye contact with him. So even though you know they're not gonna hurt you, it still scares you. It's still freaky, and you're in a corn maze in the pitch dark in the middle of the night, and that's one thing I fear. Like, has anybody ever watched Children of the Corn when you were growing up? Because I tell you, that movie freaked me out as a kid. Freaked me out. I am to this day terrified of corn, of cornfields, and here I am going through a corn maze. So yeah, that was a big step for me, I think. Which one am I doing? I think I put some on the wrong letter here. I can't even diamond paint. So I just need to relax a little bit. I was like a little bit freaked out about this live. And I'm not even going to look at my computer to see if it's lagging or not. I'm just looking at my tablet, and I turn off my phone because, you know, me, my sister likes to bug me a lot. Don't you love family? Yeah. And I told them, even though I tell them, and like my family don't get it. Like, I know all you guys get it because you guys, hi Kendra, how you guys know, because you guys all are on YouTube all the time. Like, everybody here is pretty much a regular, and I love you all, and I consider you guys all my family. But like, people, I don't know if any of you guys are like me. People like at work and my friends on Facebook and stuff, they just don't get it. They don't get, Laura. They just don't get how much like diamond painting means to me. So I will not. I can watch The Walking Dead. That's as far as scary movies or shows I can deal with. Is I like The Walking Dead, and that's as far as I go. I will not watch like Saw and all those freaky movies like It. I will not watch them. I I don't know. I just can't. Like, I can handle like spooky, like, what was that Netflix show about the house? Is it the haunted house on the hill, or the hill haunting house, or something like that? Like that stuff, like that, and like um I you know that show you can watch, um Haunting. It's usually, well, in Canada it's usually on like the travel channel, but I'm sure it's on other channels on like American or Europe TV. But I can watch those kind of things, like spooky stuff like that, like ghost stories and hauntings in the houses and stuff like that, I can handle. But when it comes to blood, guts, and gore, I just can't do it. I can't handle it. I don't I don't like it. Um, Maybe Susan can put up the link to my Facebook page up if she can figure it out how to do it. I do have a Facebook page. It is called Diamond Painting Corner by Lizzie Vates, and we have a few members in there. If anybody else wants to join in, we just put pictures, our works in progress, our whips, and we hang out there. Sometimes we'll tell everybody about if there's a deal going on somewhere. What else do we? And that's where I actually started it so that I could post my lives somewhere. Not my lives. What am I talking about? This is my first live, but my videos. So I'm going to tell you a little bit about my channel since some people are new here. I usually try to upload five videos a day, like a week. I mean, not a day. Oh gosh, could you imagine if I put up 5 videos a day? No, in a week. I work a full-time job, so I work continental 12-hour shifts, so it's hard for me to get videos out every day, but I try to at least do Monday to Friday. Even if they are short videos, I try to get it out. And I usually have I have a drill with me and I have a whip and chat. And my whip and chat is on Fridays. And the drill with me, I usually do a tag, but I'm starting to run out of tags. I usually do the tags on Tuesdays. Right now I'm doing Monday is a mystery diamond painting that I got from the Pink Raspberry. So if anybody doesn't know a little bit about me, I live in Canada. I live in Ontario. And in my town, there is a diamond painting company, and it's called the Pink Raspberry. So a lot of my paintings are from the Pink Raspberry, but it's only because it's convenient and it's here and I can get it quick. So this painting that I'm doing now, I gave her the picture and I asked her to make it for me, and boom, voila, I got my picture. But she is running into a little bit of problems. I think because, okay, bye Pippa. I hope you have a good night. Is it night there? I'm not sure where you're from. Are you from Australia? I don't even know. So what was I talking about? The Pink Raspberry. Oh, because of all our YouTube videos about the Pink Raspberry, they have become a little bit overwhelmed, and she's having a hard time keeping up. She's getting a little bit flustered, and I told her, you know, like, just tell everybody you need to take a break for a week so you can catch up, because it is a small business. There is only 3 of them, and only 2 people that volunteer their time every day to go help them. So, and the one person has another job, so they're not there all the time. So Cheryl is getting a little bit overwhelmed trying to keep up with everybody's customs that everybody's ordering. So I told her, like, just take a break for a week and catch up and then start up again. But I don't know what she's going to do. But yeah. So I have that mystery diamond painting. So I do that on Mondays. And then Thursdays is pretty much, oh, and then Wednesday is Bling Bling Wednesday. I'm starting a new one this Wednesday on Bling Bling Wednesday. I think I'm going to kit it up. I'm going to do a kit up on it because I haven't yet. Because this Dp-A-Thon has kind of like pulled me a little bit off on what I'm doing. And I'm not sure what you guys are talking about in chat. I'm lost. Hi, Cindy. Maria. Or, I don't know. I don't know what else to talk about. I'm kind of getting a little bit flustered. Let's look at the chat. Liz, you should go work there. What a dream job that would be. Yeah, unfortunately, there's no benefits. And I kind of need benefits, so I don't think I'm leaving my job anytime soon. It would be nice to work for her, but right now she can't even afford to pay anybody to work there. So basically the people that do work there, and I have even helped them out too, it's kind of fun. I do enjoy it. It would be a dream job for me. But maybe if she actually got like big, then maybe. But right now, she doesn't want to go under before she starts, right? So, but I need benefits because I am a diabetic and my medication is super expensive. So that is why I still freeze my butt off every day and go into that factory. Because if nobody knows, I work at a frozen vegetable plant and it is cold in there to the point where you have to wear your winter jacket while you work. That's how cold it gets in there. And then usually it takes me an hour when I get home to de-thaw out from being in that room for 12 hours. And right now the doors are broken for the freezer, so it's even colder in there lately, I find, than normal. My hands get, it's not so much my body, it's my hands and my nose. That's what bugs me the most at work. My nose is constantly dripping. It drives me crazy. But yeah, it is. But we do have free health care, but your medication is not free. And your dental is not free over here. You have to pay for your dental, and that was one thing in my old job that I struggled with because I am a single mom, and even though it was 80% at my old job, still coming up with that 20% to pay for the dentist was hard for me. So where I am now, I have 100%. So I just go in, get my teeth done, and come out, and I don't pay a dime, which is awesome. And I'm so grateful that I have that with my new job. Yeah, it's not fun. Oh, you're diabetic too? I can't even pronounce your name. I'm not even gonna try. But I think you know who I am, who I'm talking about. Yeah, my diabetic pills, I take 3 of them. I'm a type 2 diabetic. I take 3 medications in a day, and 2 of them for 3 months supply. They're $300 each, so that's like $600 every time I go get them. But they last like 3 months. Hi, Diamond Painting Orchid. Wow, I'm sorry to hear that, but people with diabetes medication for free over here. Oh well, wow. I wish it was free. I wish it was free for me, but it's not. The only thing free the government gives me is the machine that checks your blood. That's free, but the needles and the strips you have to pay for, but my work covers them 100%. So yeah, like the 2 medications that I'm on, the metformin's pretty cheap over here. It's just the other 2 that I'm on. They're like $300 for 3 months supply, so that's like what, $100 a month. So I usually get 3 months at a time because that's what my work will pay for at a time. Yeah. So, but I was on continental shifts. I'm on continental shifts, but I was doing nights and days. Well, being on all this medication on nights, it was hard for me to get my sugars adjusted. So I am on straight days now. My company has allowed me to be on straight days because of my medical, because of my diabetes. So my sugars are actually been pretty good lately. I went to the doctor's last time and he said that they were good. Keep up whatever I'm doing. And I honestly think it's because I'm not working nights anymore. Because when you work nights, it's hard. Like you get all whacked, like your schedule gets all messed up. And yeah, and I couldn't really sleep well. Like when I work nights, and I've done it for like, before this job, I worked at a pharmaceutical company and I worked continental shifts too, 12 hours. And I did that there for 17 years. And I worked nights and days. And I tell you, the night shift is hard on your body and it never fails. I'm up by 2 o'clock. Every time I was on nights, I'd be up at 2 o'clock. I'm sorry if I'm missing anybody in the chat. I'm not really paying attention to everybody coming in. Wow, 45 people. I can't believe there's that many people in here. Wow, this is crazy. Crazy. I don't know if some of you have always been watching my videos or not, because not everybody comments on my videos. But see, my daughter says this looks like me. Isn't she nice? Isn't she a nice daughter to say that that's me? Yeah, that's what she told me yesterday when I bought that from Dollarama. Oh, I have something coming up from Dollarama this week. I think I'm going to make a video for it. I went there. I seen something on Instagram. Plus, my daughter showed me something, and I went to the one here in town to see if we actually had them here. And we do. So I am going to do a video up this week for that. If anybody's from Canada here, they might know what I'm talking about. Oh, Danielle came in. Are you on break, Danielle? I met Danielle at the Pink Raspberry. We went diamond painting together. That was so much fun. And I went and saw Rose there a few weeks ago. And I sat and chatted with Rose. I don't know if anybody knows Rambling Rose. She comes to the Pink Raspberry a few times, and she'll text me telling me she's coming to town, and it just happened to be that I was off that day, so I was able to go out and hang out with her for a little bit. That was awesome. I always enjoy hanging out with her. I actually brought my diamond painting, but I didn't really do any diamond painting. So, yeah, it was pretty cool. I love meeting people. We had a good day that day, me and Danielle diamond painting. She's working on a really awesome piece right now. It's, if anybody knows Canada, we have Tim Hortons. Tim Hortons coffee, we call it Timmy's. When I say, oh, I'm going to Timmy's, that's what I'm talking about, is Tim Hortons. And she works there, and she's doing this really lovely, cool custom of Tim Hortons. If you join my group, she has pictures of her progress on it, and it's looking really good. It's like almost as good, like there's donuts on it, and you just want to go and grab a donut because it looks so good. Yeah, there is a little bit of a lag, eh? Yeah, there is. But yeah, so I started this yesterday on the Dp-A-Thon, and this is as far as I got. Because of going to Custerman's, it kind of threw me off a little bit. I didn't think I was going to do something like that, but then I got the tickets, and I'm like, oh, well, I got to take a break. And then I came back, and I was caught Jennifer's live, but I fell asleep during it because I am terrible for that. When people have lives at night, I try to go in, and if you see me go silent, it's probably because, okay, bye, Danielle. It's probably because Rebecca put my link in. I want to go to the Pink Raspberry, but it's a long way from Alabama. Yeah, right. She does ship to the U.S. I'm not sure how she does it. Like, I don't know how she does the payment arrangement for it. Maybe PayPal. But she'll go to the U.S. Like, she ships all her stuff to the U.S. and she picks it up at Port Huron, because where we live, we're like 40 minutes away from the border. So she ships everything to Port Huron, and then she brings it over. And then when she has an order for the U.S., she'll go ship it from Port Huron. So it doesn't have to go through customs or anything. She'll ship it right through. So yeah. Right, because it looks so yummy, her diamond painting of Tim Hortons. Oh, here in Canada, we all live off of Tim Hortons. I think we should all have shares in Tim Hortons, because I think all our money goes to Tim Hortons. Like, I don't even have a coffee maker in my house because I just go down a couple of blocks and go get it to me's. It's okay, Laura. You don't have to behave in my life. This is my first live, so hi, Mindy. I know Mindy has gotten stuff from the pink raspberry. I watched her videos on it. Yeah, like she's a new company and she's starting out. I don't know. We'll see how it goes for her. I wish her all the luck in the world, but it is hard to start up a business and to get, like, you learn from your mistakes, right? So she's learning and she's trying, and anytime I can help her with a little bit of a problem, I will. Here, I'm going to try to grab a color. I'm never going to get this painting done. So I have, like, on my channel, I have, like, lots of paintings on the go. Like, I don't even know how I keep up. And before, I used to be, oh, I only do one painting at a time. Yeah, not no more. I got so many on the go. It's ridiculous. And that victorious moon that will never end. I'm still working on that thing. And it's driving, oh, see, every time I put my pen down, and my dogs are being nice and quiet this morning. Gigi was snoring through Cindy's live, but now he's not snoring anymore. He was giving a little snore show, but he is sleeping. I let them out before I started because I didn't want them whining. Yeah, so that was my little adventures of Halloween. I'm not too much of a Halloween person. I don't like to dress up. Probably because my mom passed away by Halloween 12 years ago. And ever since that, Halloween's kind of been a little bit of a drag to me. But I'm starting to pick up and I'm starting to cheer up about it and trying to get back into the Halloween spirit. I think that's why I decided to go to Custerman's and try to get into the Halloween spirit. I don't know. I feel silly. I feel silly when you dress up for Halloween. Maybe it's because everybody's looking at your costume, and I don't know. I don't know why I have that in my head that I don't like. Maybe it's because I don't like attention drawn to myself. I don't know. Right? I know. It's big and it's got a wart. It's got a wart. I can't believe my daughter said this looks like me. I don't have a wart on my nose, people. Honest. I don't. Ah, she's terrible. Okay, that's fine. Have fun. I watch sometimes on my TV too. But you can't chat on the TV, but when I'm watching everybody's videos, it's usually on my TV, and then I'll have to go on my phone if I want to comment, and I'll go back into your videos and I'll comment on my phone. But yeah, the majority of the whip-in chats I watch are all on my TV, and I watch a lot of you guys every day. Yeah, like my friend got married last Halloween, and it was like a costume wedding, and I was like, I am not dressing up. So I went on Rose Gal. Has anybody ever bought from Rose Gal? I love Rose Gal. I buy all my dresses from there. And I bought this Halloween dress from there. Well, first I bought one off of Amazon, and yeah, the sizes that they say are not true to size. It didn't fit me, but it fit my daughter Alyssa. So she ended up wearing that one to the wedding because it's a long story, but my friend actually married my daughter's father's brother. So she wore that one that I bought off of Amazon, and then I went to Roseville and I bought another one, and I wore that. So it was like a Halloween dress, and that was as far Halloween as I got that year. That was last year. It was a really nice dress. But yeah, I like Roseville because they're super cheap. And I just bought my dress for my Christmas party off of there. And it came in, and I don't know about it, but I'm going to make it work. It just, you know how sometimes when you buy something online and you think the material is going to be one way, but when it comes, it kind of is not what you thought it would be. You know what I mean? That's what I'm experiencing right now. But it's still okay. It looks good. I just don't like the belt because the belt doesn't really sit properly. I think it should have been like sewn onto the dress. But yeah, I really like shopping. That's the problem, shopping online. And I haven't really bought much lately. I've been kind of like on a standstill. I want to start buying again, but I just want to get that Victorious Moon done so I can get onto a project that I want to do. You know what I mean? Does anybody know what I mean? Okay, Sunday dinner. It's not even, it's still morning here. Enjoy your dinner. Yeah, it's early in the morning. The sun just came out here. Hopefully my street stays quiet today. If you go on my channel on any of my weapon chats, you will either hear a train or you'll hear a lawnmower, but nobody's cutting the grass right now because it is fall and nobody has cut the grass in a couple of days. It's been cold here the last few days. It hasn't been that great of weather. How are we doing in time? No, we still have time, right? 9:15 is when I'm done, isn't it? Yeah, I think so. It's kind of stopping the chat. I wonder if my voice. I'm not getting any hamsters or anything, am I? Yeah, I have a Christmas project too that ain't gonna get done. I already informed him. He knows. He already snooped in my pile. He knows that he's getting this picture of The Walking Dead. I think I have it on my video of my stash. I have a big, gigantic Walking Dead one that's big. And I look at it and I'm like, I don't really want to do this one. So I told him, like, you might get it for next year for your birthday because I am not really into doing the Walking Dead one right at the moment. And I don't know if anybody knows, but I have a daughter that's having a baby. Yep, she's having a baby. And I was going to put the reveal on, but I'll tell you guys all now. She's having a baby girl. So we're having a baby girl. And her name's going to be Luna May. Luna May is going to be her name. And I'm super excited. I can't wait. I'm actually doing her baby shower at the Pink Raspberry. So yeah, that's going to be interesting. But she's like, she kind of like cringed at me, and I'm like, honestly, Sarah, like, did you expect any different from me than it wouldn't be at the Pink Raspberry? And she's renting it to me for cheap, so that is why I'm doing it there. It's my first time being a grandma, and it's a girl, and I'm so excited. I was already at the store looking at baby clothes. I am super excited. I can't wait. I always said I didn't want to be a grandma because I feel old, but I always told her, you can't make me a grandma before I'm 45. And she waited for me to be 46. So I think we're fair game, right? Because I had Sarah at such a young age. I actually got married when I was 18 years old. And I had Sarah when I was 19 years old. So I she's 26, my daughter Sarah. She lives in London with her boyfriend. They have not gotten married, but I really don't care if they do or they don't get married. They do want to eventually get married. She's been with him. They're high school sweethearts. 5 times now. Wow. You're a first time grandma too? Granddaughter. Oh, yeah, it's super fun. I can't wait. All my friends are already grandmas. I'm the last one to be grandma. And I find it quite funny because a friend of mine said that my kid would end up pregnant first and her kid ended up pregnant first. So the joke's on you. But no, I am super excited about my granddaughter. I can't wait. It's going to be so much fun when you get to love them and then give them back. That's going to be the best part about being a grandma. Yeah, I actually have a puppy grandchild right now. That's Sadie, her daughter, my daughter's dog. And she calls me, I say that's my fur grandbaby. And I thought for a while there that was all I was going to have was Sadie. Sadie's an awesome dog. She kind of looks, she's kind of like Luna, but I'm not sure what she is. I think she's like Shepherd and Border Collie maybe. I'm not sure what she is, but she's black and white. I did do in one of my things too where it shows all the paintings I have done. I think I put it in the picture of Sadie. I did one for my daughter of Sadie for her birthday. There's like a conservation park around here, and she took a picture of Sadie, and then I got a diamond painting done of it. It looks really good. But yeah, I can't believe there's 49 people in here. Wow, I'm just blown away. I'm blown away by this. I hope, and I'm kind of nervous because, this is my first time with all of you people on here, even though I do 10 lives and I try to be in the chat, but some of the chats go so super fast. I can't keep up to them. And I tend to just say hi and make my presence known, and then I just sit and lurk, and I usually diamond paint because I enjoy diamond painting a lot. I think it's taken over my life. To tell you the honest truth. My daughter hates my diamond paintings because I take over the living room. That's okay. Oh, and then you know what happened to me? Oh, I don't know how much time we have left, but you know what happened to me? So I was getting ready for this live, and I decided I was going to do it. I started doing the test. I practiced ones on my desktop. And my daughter had a laptop, and I'm like, can I use your laptop? And she's like, oh, I can't find the plug, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, oh, well, just look for it. So I was in the dining room, and I was using that computer. Well, there was this old computer that I don't think it was my computer, but it was in the basement. So I tried to plug it in with the plug from my computer in it because it's one I had. I had to buy a charger for my computer with all the adapters or whatever, so I was trying to find the right adapter. So I went to go plug in the computer back up, and don't I push the plug port all the way in. So I broke my desktop. So then I'm freaking out. I'm like, oh my gosh, I got this live on Sunday and I don't have a computer now. And I'm freaking out. And then my daughter's like, oh, I'll find the cord for my laptop. So she found the cord for her laptop. So that's what I'm using now. But I was like, oh my goodness, like, oh, I can't believe I did that. And I was so upset. I just broke my computer. I broke my desktop. And then Alyssa was mad at me because that's where she watches Netflix, and she plays Roblox, or I don't know, or Minecraft. I don't know what she plays. But she was right mad at me because she uses my desktop to do that. And I'm like, I'm sorry. Like, I have to see if I can get that fixed. I don't know if I can get that fixed or not. And then here I am with the pliers trying to make the hole bigger, thinking that I could push the plug in more. And my daughter's like, what are you doing? So we're like fighting. We're fighting. This happened Friday night. So we're like fighting in the living room. Not the living room, the dining room over it, because that's where I have my computer desk, is in the dining room. Right now I'm in my living room on the couch like I usually do all my videos. I'm in my spot because I got the laptop. So this is better for me anyways, sitting here. The lighting is better in here because I have the big bay window. As of the dining room, this just got a little window. But it's pretty gloomy here today. It's not very nice weather here in Canada, but there's no snow. So that's good. And the snow can stay away for a long time because I don't want no snow, because I hate shoveling it. That's the worst part about winter, is shoveling snow. Does anybody live anywhere that there is no snow? Oh yeah, I should fix that drafting table. It's actually fixed, guys. It is. It works. I just got to get a pool noodle for it. But you know what my problem is with that table, like my drafting table? I don't know how to do the camera, like with my tripod, like to film. That's what's holding me back of using the drafting table. Right now, it's holding my Victorious Moon picture. I put all my pictures, like all my works that I'm doing, is on the drafting table, but I have not used the drafting table. But it's there, and I fixed it. We did fix it, but I haven't used it to diamond paint because I'm not sure how I'm going to videotape videos on it. So that is why it is sitting over there. I hate snow too. Oh, you're lucky, Rachel. I hate snow. I can do cold, but snow, if it's like a nice mild winter, which I hope we have, but I don't know, because last year we didn't have that much snow. We lucked out last year. So that's why I'm fearing this year we're going to have lots of snow. And I hope we don't, because I have a bad back and it sucks to shovel my driveway. And I have to shovel my driveway. In my town, oh, I get so mad. So I live on a street that has no exit, and my house is like at the end of the street. And doesn't the snowplow come down my street, and he only goes one way because he can't turn around, and he goes and he stops halfway through my driveway. He stops the plow and then starts backing up. And I'll be standing at the window staring at him, and I'm like, really? You did not just put a pile of snow at the end of my driveway? And that's what he does every single time. And I have called the town and I have complained about it. And then they'll come back and they'll push it down for a day, and then they'll go right back again and do the same thing again. And it makes me angry. That's the only thing that makes me mad about the winter, is that he does that. And I'm like, really? You did not just seriously do that right in front of me? Yeah. I is somebody that doesn't like me. I don't know, because I'm like, really? You did not just do that, and I can't get my car out. Yeah. Like, who wants to shovel? Who wants to shovel the street? Not me. But yeah, that's my only pet peeve about the winter around here. And I know if I go and complain again, they will just, yeah, I don't want snow. Snow can wait till January, February, and snow for like 2 months, and then spring. Yay! Yeah, that would be the perfect winter for me. I hate it when it snows before Christmas, and everybody's like, oh, I wish there was a white Christmas. Nope, not me. I wish there was a green Christmas. I wish I was in Florida at Christmas. I'm coming to visit you, Laura. Christmas in Florida. Well, I've been to Florida once. I have actually seen the more of the United States than I have of my own beautiful country. It is true. I've been through all the states to get to Florida. I have been to Massachusetts and all the states that get to Massachusetts I've been through. And yeah, the only place I've been in Canada is I've been in Ontario and I've been in Quebec. That has been as far as in Canada as I have gone. I haven't gone anywhere else. My son actually lives in Alberta, British Columbia. Not Alberta, British Columbia. Alberta's beside British Columbia. No, my son lives in British Columbia. He lives on the sunny coast, so he lives right by the ocean. And you have to take a ferry to get to his house, like to get to where he lives, because he lives on the sunny coast. And I have not yet gone to visit him, but I really would love to go this summer to go visit him, because I do miss him a lot. My friend wants me to go to Cuba, but I think I'm going to go see my son in British Columbia. I wish he would just come home for a visit, but he has not yet come home. But he moved out there with his girlfriend. She was living here with us, but that did not work out very well. And if you watch any of my videos, you'll probably hear why. Why I just, no, I can't be bothered. I can't be bothered with people like her. And yeah, if he comes back, I told him he's more than welcome to come back home by himself. And if he comes back to Ontario with her, they're going to have to find their own place to live, because I can't do it anymore. But yeah, it's like he's having a hard time out there because the cost of living in British Columbia is a lot higher than Ontario. But they still get paid the same as here. Now, as in Alberta, you make a lot of money in Alberta. Their wages out there are super high, but the only downfall is they're super high because the cost of living is super high out there to live. Like, you can't afford to live. I think like rent out there is like $4,000 for a place. And a lot of people out there share. They share houses and stuff to split the rent. It's crazy. Crazy how much they pay out in Alberta. But there's a lot of people from Ontario go there to work, and then they come back and they live in the camps, and then they come back to Ontario. I know a few people that have done that. One of my good friends that worked with me at the pill place, she ended up going out to Alberta, and she was working in one of those camps. And you do make a lot of money, and you get to live in the camps, and they feed you and they board you, so all the money you're making is pretty much pocket. So if you're doing that out in Alberta, that's cool. working in those, I don't know what they are. Are they oil fields out there? I don't even know. But I know my friend doesn't work there anymore because when that big fire happened in Fort McMurray, she left and then they told her not to leave and she said, I'm evacuating. And she pretty much lost her job because she did evacuate. So, yeah. I think she lives in Ontario and I think she came back to Ontario. She was living in BC, but I'm pretty sure now she's back in Ontario. But yeah. How much more? Oh, time's been flying by a little bit. I've been gabbing. I haven't even been looking at chat, guys. I'm sorry. I'm sorry. Living in a country could be days before I see about. Really? Really, Mandy? Oh, I'd be food bar for work if that happened. And then, yeah, the only part worse about living in town and where you work is they expect you to be there because you live in town and you don't live out of town. So they expect that you should be there, even if it's bad and you have to shovel 10 feet of snow. You should be at work. Yeah, that's the only downfall about working in the same town. At least if you lived like, if I lived in London, I could have the excuse, well, I can't drive because the weather's bad. But I do not want to live in London for that reason. I don't want to commute. My friends keep on bugging me to go to the marijuana plant because of my pharmaceutical background. They all went. A lot of people from where I used to work went there, and they're bugging me to go. But it's in London, and I don't want to drive back and forth. And they're like, oh, well, carpool. Yeah, but what happens if you call in sick that day and then I can't, you know what I mean? Like, I don't want to do that. So she keeps on bugging me to go to the marijuana plant, but I don't want to go. Plus, I heard you smell really bad when you leave it from there. You reek like weed. And I don't know. That's the thing in Canada. I don't know if anybody knows. Marijuana is legal here. You can smoke it. You can grow it. I do not. Just to make that clear. I don't smoke weed. And I don't grow any. But you can in Canada. It is legal here. Just, I think my Facebook page said it's been a year. Oh, it's legal in Michigan now too? Because I know that was another thing about going to Port Huron. Everybody was saying, oh, if you work at the weed plant, you can't cross the border because they're really picky about it. But I don't know. I like going to Port Huron. I usually go a lot, but I let my passport expire. So I need to get it updated again so I can go back to Port Huron because I really want to go to like Hobby Lobby and places like that there and get buttons because the buttons there are so much cheaper than in Canada for the cover minders. Here in Canada, they're super expensive. Like a package you guys get in the States, the same package we get here in Canada. They're like $1.98 in the US. They're $9.98 in Canada. So it's like crazy expensive unless they're on sale. And that's why it's not so much that I don't like to buy from US companies or I will or whatever. It's the exchange rate. The exchange rate is what kills me right now. And it's not because I don't want to buy from like Diamond Art Club. It's not the prices or even the shipping. It's the exchange rate. The exchange rate kills you when you buy because it's so much more money. Like I went to go exchange. My cousin went and got me Harbor Freights, and I went to the bank and I'm like, can I have $20 American? And it cost me $27 Canadian, almost 30 bucks for 20 bucks American. And it just like kills me. The UK too, the UK, their prices too. It's not as bad, but it's like double our money. So if it's like 40 bucks UK, it's usually about 80 bucks Canadian. That's how I feel it is. I don't know exactly if that's true, but that's how I feel the money is from the UK. But I have bought, I don't have his pen out here right now, but I have bought from Rich Craft. I love his pens. And I do have his pens. But right now I'm using this one from the Pink Raspberry. I've kind of grown fond to it. And I like using it. It is expensive, Sue. It is expensive to get. I know, I'm jealous too. I wish I could buy more Diamond Art Club, but they're going to have to wait till tax time when I get extra money, and I'm going to buy a lot. I have plans to buy some. I actually have Mama Knows Best, and it's been sitting in the box. I haven't even opened it because I have all these other projects on the go, and I haven't gotten to it yet. Maybe I'm just saving it. I'm saving it. Maybe that's what I'm saving it to say that I have one. I don't know what my thoughts are about that. Maybe it's just because I'm saving it in my head. So I don't. Oh, I only have 10 more minutes. So I should go maybe and let everybody go. Boy, or do I? No, isn't it 9? I'll go till 9 o'clock because it's 9:15, is it not? I can go till? Anybody tell me in the chat? Diamond Fiber. Hello. Sorry if I missed anybody in chat. I'm so bad at chat. I do apologize now about chat. 49 people. I can't believe there's 49 people in here. This is so awesome. Exciting. You can go till 9:15. Why? Who's next? Who's next? I have the list. It's Diamond something. Where is the list? Who's next after me? Can someone put the link into whoever's next? Does anybody have the list? Rebecca? Did Rebecca fall asleep on me? Rebecca, are you here? Yeah, I go till 9:15, but don't you guys want a little break? Right? Everything, that's it. Everything diamond painting. I knew it had diamond painting in it. Everything diamond painting is next. Does anybody have the link for her? What happened to Rebecca? I think Rebecca fell asleep. I bet you she crashed because she's been up for a long time. I'm like, seriously, are you still up, girl? I fell asleep. I fell asleep through Jen's live. I feel bad. I woke up and it was like frozen because I was like, uh-oh, I fell asleep again. I'm terrible. As soon as I lie down on this couch, it's like, bye-bye. Liz is gone. Liz is gone to sleepy world as soon as I lie down on this couch. So I know if you want to keep me awake, I have to sit in diamond paint or do something because as soon as I try to lie down, I'm out. But then I don't sleep for very long. Like I wake up a lot. I wake up at 2 and I wake up at 3 and I don't have a very good sleeping pattern. I don't get much sleep. Maybe that's my problem. Maybe that's why I'm always so silly. It's lack of sleep. Lack of sleep. Liz doesn't sleep much. Getting breakfast. I haven't even eaten yet. I should eat. I'm going to eat on the next one while I watch Everything Diamond Painting. I'm going to make myself some toast. And I got to do laundry today because I got to work. I got to work tomorrow and Tuesday. Tuesday isn't so bad, but it's sanitation day. And I don't like sanitation day because they make us do some stupid projects. And sometimes they're okay projects and sometimes they're not okay projects. So the last sanitation day I actually lucked out because I booked it off in the morning because I had to go for a test. So yeah. Finished brunch. Oh, now you're making me hungry, Rachel. I haven't eaten anything. I'm working on a Timmy's liquid diet. See, there's my Timmy's. And by the way, I hate these new Timmy lids. I hate them. They're the worst for leaking. I do not like them. Oh, and I have not vaped. Are you guys proud of me? I have not vaped once during this live. I kind of hid my vape a little bit because it's kind of super loud. And I didn't want to like break all your guys' eardrums because my vape is loud because I like to blow big clouds. And I kind of hid it off to the side so that I would not bother any of you with my vape. And I actually was surprised because when I'm nervous, I tend to vape a lot. So I put it off to the side. I'm pretty good. I haven't smoked and I'm going on maybe 5 years now. I've been smoke free. I used to smoke a pack a day. It was pretty bad. Oh, Elliot, how are you? I haven't seen you yet this morning. Yeah, I used to smoke a lot, like at least a pack a day. And then I used to get them from the res here in Canada. You can go to the res and get smokes. That's where they're the cheapest. And now you can go buy weed from the res too here around. Oh, okay. Okay, okay, Susan. Wait for me. Yeah, I enjoy vaping. And I know there's a lot of stuff going on about vaping, but it's not, don't believe everything you read. I've been vaping for 5 years and I have not died from vaping. I actually feel 100% way better than I did when I smoked. I don't have a cough anymore. I don't stink like cigarettes anymore. And it's just so much better. And now, like, I don't mind, like at work I have to vape with the smokers at work because obviously that's what you got to do. But I don't mind being around them when they're smoking, but it's just the smell on my clothes afterwards because I'm like, ugh, I don't even smoke and I stink like smoke because I had to go sit with the smokers out at break. That's the only thing that bugs me a little bit. But other than that, I'm okay if someone's smoking beside me. It's just like the after smell that kind of bugs me a little bit. But yeah, and then like my sisters used to always complain. I'm like, oh, and I would be like, whatever when I smoked. Until I quit smoking, did I realize, oh my gosh, I did smell really bad. But you don't think that when you smoke, right? Yeah, I haven't smoked in 5 years now. It's going on 5 years. And I saw someone at work doing it. And then I decided, hey, I'm going to try it too. And that was the end of it. That was my story. And it's already, how long should I go till? 9 o'clock? Give them 15 minutes? Or should I go? What do you guys think? You guys tell me. You guys tell me what I should do. Yeah, way to go, Susan. It's hard. It's hard to, why didn't I make you? Not that it matters. I don't think I had any trolls today. No, keep going. Oh gosh, I don't know what else more to talk about. Talk about my witch. I wonder if I turn around if it will it mess up the camera? See, that's what my witch does. I was gonna bring out. I have this. When I used to work at the vape shop, I used to decorate the vape shop. That was the best part about working. I used to have a part-time job at the vape shop. I used to work my job plus have a part-time job at the vape shop, but they closed down in town, the one I worked at. But I used to always decorate every season, and the guys probably bugged the guys that worked there, but I didn't care. And I used to have this pumpkin, and it was black, and I used to have this like garland stuff around it with bats on it and stuff. And I was thinking about bringing that out for the live, but I didn't. Yeah, I just got that from Dollarama. I don't even know how much I paid for her. Probably like $1 or $2. I don't even know. But yeah, I'm like, I'm going to get something to decorate my table with. And I'm like, so that's what I got. I got me my witch. Yeah, so she isn't doing much. I like this webcam. I bought this webcam off of Amazon for like 35 bucks. Best 35 bucks I ever paid. Yeah. Yeah, I didn't even buy a pumpkin yesterday at the pumpkin patch when I went to Custerman's. We went out there. My friend bought a white one, and she bought this other one that I don't even know if it's a pumpkin. It had like a lot of like, it kind of looked like warts on the pumpkin. I don't know, but she bought those two. I didn't buy any pumpkins, but because I'm scared that the neighbors will smash them. Now, I live on like a street that goes nowhere, but still, like I don't get any trick-or-treaters. I get zero where I live because everybody goes to the new subdivisions, and I live in like the older part of town. So nobody comes down here, and there's no kids on my street except for Alyssa. Well, there's some on the other side, but they all go to like the Richie areas in town, and I don't get one trick-or-treater. So I don't even bother buying candy. I don't even bother turning on my light because what's the point? I'll just eat it all, and it's not good for me. Did you find the drafting table? I have it. I have the drafting table, and it does work, but I just don't know how I'm going to set up my camera to film. It just holds all my junk. It's my junk table. It holds all my diamond painting junk. I tell you, my daughter hates me because I'm not like the desk where my old computer is that I broke on Friday holds all my diamond paintings, done and not done. And then I have the drafting table that holds all the paintings. I just can't help it. I got because I've been kind of like just shoving stuff in there. And I really need to organize. Maybe I'll do that. On Wednesday, Thursday, my day's off. Maybe I'll try to organize some of my stuff. But it's hard. Like my house is so it's hard to keep. Like I wanted to change my son's old room into a craft room, but then my sister stuff to my house, and she lives with her boyfriend now. So she took over that room with a bed, and she put all her stuff in there. I think it's just like in case she can't stand her boyfriend, she's gonna come stay here. Like I don't even know why she has that room up. She has not stayed in that. Oh, Danielle's back from break, and she hasn't stayed in that room once since she put her stuff in it. And I was gonna use it as a craft room, so I was kind of sad a little bit when she took it over. But because there's not very many rooms in this house. And the basement has all her whole house is in my basement. She practically moved all her stuff, and it's all in my basement. So yeah, me and Alyssa. It's just me and Alyssa here. So it's not like we need a lot of room. Oh, and sorry, Gigi and Lola. Gigi and Lola are here too. They're sleeping on the couch. They're actually being quite quiet today. I am quite surprised. It's too early in the morning for them. My dogs sleep in, like my daughter. They sleep in. If they were in their kennel, they would probably be making more of a fuss. But they're on the couch. Oh, someone's snoring. Who's snoring now? One of them. But I think I have to go soon, don't I? Don't I have to go? It's 9 o'clock. Should I go? Oh, you have a craft room? I'm jealous. Then I gave it up for my daughter to move in. Oh, yeah, see? I don't like having that bed there because that just gives opportunity for my kids to want to come home. That's why I like to have it as a craft room. Maybe when Alyssa goes off to college, I'll turn her room into, she'd be mad if I turned her room into a craft room. Oh yeah, sorry Alyssa, you're gone now. Bye-bye. I'm changing your room into a craft room. I still got a long time away till she goes to college. Well, I hope she goes to college. That's what I'm hoping for. Christy's in the house. Hi, Christy. I'm happy you joined us. Oh, there's Rebecca. She must have woke up. Did you wake up, Rebecca? I think you fell asleep on us for a little bit. Yeah. I'm going to be sad when Alyssa goes to college because I'm going to be all alone. So I feel like I'm alone sometimes now because she hides in her room every day and I never see her. Like, she's still sleeping. She'll probably sleep until noon. Let's be serious. It's Alyssa. She got the fright out of her last night, so now she has to sleep in. Holy, she's like, Mom, you're choking me. I was grabbing onto her coat so bad last night. I was like pulling because she was running too fast. And I was like pulling her. She's like, Mom, you're choking me. And I'm like, well, quit taking off on me. And it was horrible because I was at the back. I was at the back of the crowd. And then that's why I didn't really want to go in the barn. I'm like, I'm going to be stuck at the back again. And I don't want to be stuck in the back by myself. So, and then I was surprised Mo didn't go through the barn. I thought for sure she was going to go. And I went to the car because my feet were really cold because it got really cold last night. And I went and sat in my car for a little bit. And I said to Alyssa, it's like in the woods. I'm like, I don't know, man. The car's kind of scary. I don't know what's more safe, being near the corn or in the car because we're in the middle of the woods. Yeah, so, and then she come. Oh, see, like clockwork. My sister's already calling me. But I was like, I don't know what's more safer, really. But now I kind of wish I had gone through the barn, but it's okay. Next time. I'll go next year. Next year, and then maybe I can tell you guys a story about what happens next year. Because I tell you, that was quite the experience I had. It was fun. It was fun to do. I don't know if I'd do the corn maze because that would frustrate me getting lost in there for so long. Because I bet you it ain't easy to get out. Oh, I'm not a queen alive. Get out. No, I'm not. This is probably, like, because of my schedule, I can't do lives because I don't work the same days every week, and every other week I'm different, so I don't think I could ever do too many lives, but maybe I'll surprise you guys someday and just pop up on a live. I don't know. But, no, I'm going to stick to my whipping chats and my drills with me. But I had so much fun, and I hope I can come to the next Dp-A-Thon. If it is a weekend I work, I will just book holidays and take a day off because I just have so much fun. And it's so sad when you guys did the last one and I was at work and I could only catch you for like a few little seconds on my breaks. And it was like sad to me because I couldn't like just watch, because when I'm at work, unfortunately my work doesn't allow us to have Wi-Fi, so I'd have to use my data. So that's why I just jump in and jump out, but I only get 20-minute breaks anyway. So it's not like I could watch for like a long time. But yeah, it'd be nice if I worked somewhere with Wi-Fi where I could go on, but I don't. Oh, thank you, Rebecca. I had fun talking to myself. I know I'm talking to all you guys, but I know I've been ignoring. Oh, Jen's here! Yay! I'm so happy you joined us. 58 people. Are you for real? Are you for real right now? I can't believe there's that many people in here. This just blows my mind. And I am so happy to be here with you guys, but I think I should get off now. I think it's time to go. Well, maybe I will do a Christmas live. I have a special thing coming up for Christmas, and it's a collaboration with somebody, and I ain't telling you who. So you're just going to have to keep informed in the channel, and you will find out who I am having my collaboration with. And it's going to be super fun, and it's going to be awesome. Oh, thank you, Jen, for just getting up for a little old me. But I gotta go now. Oh, this is sad. Now I gotta leave you all. But I'll join you guys in the next chat. How about that? And I need to go make me something to eat. And look it. Now there's cars going by. Of course, my neighbors are going to start being loud. But that's okay because we got to go. But it was awesome. I had so much fun with you guys. Thank you guys all for making me feel good, and I hope you guys enjoyed my crazy story at Custerman's. If you're ever in Ontario around this area, you should go check it out because it is super fun. Thank you. Thank you guys so much. But no trains. Yeah, there was no trains this morning. What's up with that? There was during Cindy's live, there was lots of trains. Now they're kind of like stopped right now. And I unplugged the fridge so you guys wouldn't hear the fridge in the background because it so annoys me, and I hope it didn't melt everywhere because I have been on here for a while. But I did turn off the mini fridge because it does make a racket. Okay, Danielle. Bye, everyone. I'm going to go because I don't want to take up somebody else's time. Thank you all. Thank you, thank you, thank you. And I didn't have any trolls. Kind of sad. Kind of sad that I had no trolls. Oh, well. But take care, everybody. I'm going to go. And make sure you guys go on to the next one. Bye.